got some things I'd like to talk about. Been thinking about them for a long time. I still don't even know where to start. None of it's nice, I'm sure. You probably get out while you still can. I guess the idea is, to, I don't know, leave behind some kind of demonstration of who I really am. Some kind of a time capsule or something. Let's start here now, and we'll go from there. Here now, where am I? I'm on a sofa. This is where I sleep right now. Doing laundry. Gonna take showers here. The kitchen upstairs where I make chicken. I mean, I could make other things, but motivation is a weird thing nowadays. I think I only have about one, maybe 2 or 3 things left to lose. The mind is one of the last one to go. My mental state. It's all over the place. I don't really have anyone to talk to anymore, and I get it. Nobody really wants to hash this shit out. I don't expect help. I don't think there is help. I've heard a lot of things over the past few years, you know. Outsiders think my problem is I take things too seriously, or I care too much, or I don't care enough, or it's a drinking problem, or it's borderline personality disorder, and I feel things more intensely than others, and you know, just all these other things that I don't know. You know, I tried playing those games by those rules, and it got me here. But the only thing I got to look forward to, that big news thing I kept saying I couldn't really talk about. On the 1st, October 1st, 2020, as I understand it, this is all hearsay. I don't know, it's all I get anymore. The ex-wife's gonna get remarried, and when that happens, let me back up a little bit. I spoke to her for the first time in years, I don't know, 2 months ago, month and a half, 2 months, maybe 3. Time's a blur right now. You know, told me they had going on. I had mentioned in some of the pictures I got, it looks like everybody's living in a castle now. You know, big smiles and lots of toys and great. She told me she had a question for me. She was scared to ask, didn't know how to ask, didn't know how to reach me, whatever. I told her, she, and anybody for that matter, this goes to all of you. And I feel ridiculous saying it out loud, but I think I kind of have to, just because of things I've noticed. People are scared of me. I don't really know what the fuck that's about. I never heard anybody. She said she was scared to ask me this question. I told her she had nothing to be scared of. Did, as far as I was concerned, everyone in that castle there, I was gonna love them until I'm dead, and that's the truth. I don't know, to varying degrees, depending on the individual. Whatever, that part doesn't matter to you. So she says, when she marries this dude, he wants, I'll just say it, I'll just fucking say it. He wants to adopt my boys, and that means some things. That means, if I go through with that, until they turn a legal age and can decide for themselves, I will have no visitation, I'll have no custody, I'll have no claim or anything like that. The way she said it, on the bright side. On the bright side. It means I won't have to pay child support anymore. And I've been paying a lot. As a matter of fact, we'll come back to work soon. I'll just say, life was better when I was digging holes. I could look back at the end of the day and see what I had done. I don't have that anymore. But that kind of work doesn't pay the bills, you know. Money. To me, it was never about money. There's always money to be made. If you're brave enough. I asked her how he is with the boys, and she said that he is better with them than she is. We talked briefly about a few other things. I don't remember what. I had a few questions that are none of your goddamn business. I got some half-baked one-word answers at best. And I just kind of knew, talking to her for the first time after all this time, she hasn't changed a bit. But that doesn't really matter. face value, I thought she had asked me to kill myself. I mean, these boys, I don't know, maybe a couple things coulda, woulda, shoulda. Left Maryland sooner. Get the fuck out of here. But, I don't know, some kind of morbid hope. Or, hope in humanity or people I thought I knew might, encounter some kind of life experience or something that would make them familiar with concepts like shame, humility, loss, grief, accountability. I kind of kept hoping that one day I might get a phone call from some of these kinds of people. Saying they were wrong about me. Those calls, they don't come. I'll tell you, I've made some of those calls, particularly over the past few years. I've called people. I feel like I've wronged or didn't leave a good impression with, or something to that effect, and try to make things right. You know, I like to solve problems. I don't like to cause them. Those calls, they never come, though. And it's a bummer. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, we'll run with that one. Because a lot of those people are the people I care about the most. And I suppose it's just easier for them to run away than it is to look me in the eye and tell me something that might change my perspective on something meaningful. So this guy, this new guy, I could say all kinds of nasty things about this man I don't even know, things I understand at face value. That's the easy thing to do. That's some low-hanging fruit right there. Instead, I'll say it like this. For the sake of the boys, I hope he is a good dude. I hope he does everything with them I wish I could do. I hope he puts in the time and effort. Show them some kind of way. Because as it stands now, and this is another thing I'll come back to, I'm going to be here a while. Like I said, you should probably go. I can't really bounce back. I'll come back to that. This man, he wants the title, he wants the crown, he wants to be dad. And the truth is, I'm almost excited to give it to him because I don't think he really knows what he's asking for. A couple things could happen. they grow old, live happily ever after, and die together. Or she works him the way she worked me, and then don't call me, dude, because there's no help for that. I hope that doesn't go that way. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. He doesn't know this fucking crown is just a paper Burger King crown that when you put it on, it gives you nightmares for years. And here's some mental gymnastics for you. Trying to find the bright side in all of this. It didn't have anything to do with fucking money. Still trying to convince myself that signing this document, going hands free and just walking the fuck away from it means that I also have no title to this fucking prison or whatever I've been stuck in for fucking years now. You know, I could sign 1,000 fucking papers and those boys are still mine. They love those papers, those types. They live for that shit. Those fucking bullshit rules and you can and you can't and it says here and so on because that's just who they are. They have the fucking courage to come and take it from me. They play the sneaky snake and they circumvent and they go back. They go behind your back and they fight dirty. It's the first time though. It's the first time they ever asked me, and it didn't have anything to do with my side of anything. It was just, we want more of what you got, and it's the last of it. That's the last thing I got. And I said, okay. I was talking to this woman recently. It's probably not even worth mentioning. It's just a small thing, but something happened. I suspect is going to keep happening. It's an older woman, out of state, and we talk every day, hours. It's nice having someone around again. Things to talk about. I don't know. Yeah, you know, some things that, and probably just because of the age gap too. You know, another friend had suggested maybe I start looking at older women. I don't know. I don't know about all that, but anyhow, that's the way this one worked out. And, well, she's not dumb, just different, and she did her research and found me on Maryland case search. And when those charges came up, you know, again, there's only so much I can say. It was all he said, she said to start with, and well, they ended up branding me before robbing me. And In more ways than one, I'm still paying for it. Yeah, she flaked. She ran away. It's probably better that way. I'm just at the point now, I really, I don't even want to talk about this shit anymore. Moving forward after this document particularly, what do I even tell people that I have kids? I don't know. I don't. But it's what I got. This fucking mess here. My best friend, before she disappeared, said that all of this was, too expensive. And she's right. I wish I could run away from it, but it's mine. Not a whole lot in this world is mine, but that is certifiably mine. It's, I don't know, very strange. This, right now, talking. It took me a long time to figure out what and how to say. Seems every time I open up now, people just run away. As you should. I wish I could fucking run away too. I just said that. Yeah, it's a fucking mess here. I can't help it. Look back. I really don't know what to look ahead towards. I have no plan. There's no horizon when you're in the dark, you know? You get to a point you can see just fine in the dark, but there's no horizon. Seems everyone I met on this path had their eyes on the horizon, some semblance of better, whatever the fuck that is, better. Chasing it like a carrot on a stick, and I can't stop you. I think it's silly, I'll tell you that, but I can't stop you, and I wouldn't dream of it. You're gonna do what you want to do, just like they all do. Just the way it goes, I usually end up getting burned. I'm real hesitant now to meet people, to talk. If you can believe that, you know, I know I was always a quiet guy or whatever, but I don't trust anybody anymore. These people I thought were friends or something like that, every single one of them, and I mean that, every single one of them got what they wanted from me and disappeared. And even if you didn't take something from me, you saw someone do that and you stood by and you watched it happen. It's fine. I'm not And going back to the people think I'm scary thing or whatever. For a long time, for sure, I was angry. I'm not angry anymore. I'm done. I kept hearing, let it go. I have let so much shit go that, like I said, I can't bounce back. I have reached this point where I've seen behind enough walls and enough curtains to know what's really happening here. I see somebody, I don't even know. I can read them right away. Something I noticed, just kind of take a little aside here, something I noticed, these crazy ass Facebook posts or whatever. Did you know that they gave you the keys to consciousness? At light speed, you can take a thought, an original thought, and you can transmit it to anyone, anywhere. And what we've done with that is found a way to take top text, bottom text, 4-panel comics about some meaningless shit. And we just trade those indefinitely. And we call that identity now. I can't think of a single time I've seen anyone go on there with an original thought. I can't think of a single time anyone on the, maybe not necessarily celebrated, but discussed a failure. It's all about image or toys or some temporary modicum of success, and it's just fake. I look at all of you. I'm always looking at you. I'm looking right at you. Sitting here watching you, wondering what the fuck you're doing. Thinking you're crazy. That's the way I keep hearing it. I suspect it takes one to know one. Just pretending that everything's alright, or that you have a fucking clue, or some semblance of control, or and I've seen behind the curtain so many times. I've let go of so many meaningful things over the past few years in particular. I've been warped, especially when you try to rationalize these kinds of things, because that's a hard one I've found recently. Some things you just can't rationalize. As a matter of fact, you will make yourself insane trying to make sense of some of the shit that's happening to you or out there or at large. And so I get quiet, and when I meet someone, that's one of the first things I want to know, like, what kind of scars you got, How hard have you fallen? And how wrong have you been? Because what the fuck do you know if you've never been wrong? And these aren't things that you can just say, okay, I'll look at it like that. I mean, this is some serious soul searching done consistently over a very long period of time. Maybe that's getting older and you fuckers just hide it. But I'm not really seeing it. Not really feeling it. And I can't fake it. I don't know, my face gives me away. I can't fake anything. I wouldn't want to anyway. I don't have any fear anymore. And I certainly have no problem telling you the truth as I understand it. Well, I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but at the same time, the very last thing I want to do is fucking lie or sugarcoat it for you and leave you in this fucking fantasy ignorance land where I'm having to pick up the slack because you don't have the whole fucking story. I'm just tired of waiting for you people to do this shit for yourselves. I'm tired of waiting for everyone else to catch up. You guys won't. And I can't make you. I'm fine. I'm fine. But I'm not playing this game anymore. I keep losing. I'm really good at losing. I never wanted to hurt anybody. It's not to say that I haven't ever hurt anybody. I never really went out of my way. And again, that's not the entire truth. There have been a few people I burned along the way. I try to reach out to. And I know that doesn't make shit right, and it doesn't take away the things I said or did or anything like that, but I never wanted to hurt anybody. 2 weekends ago, 2 Sundays ago, today's Monday, so not yesterday, the one before, I was at a bar, spending quarters, playing pool, alone. That's the way it goes. There for the umpteenth time on whatever game of the day, and well, I walk in this Sunday. Yeah, 2 Sundays ago, I walk in and it's football day, fucking football, and everyone's drinking and everyone's loud and fucking dumb as shit, and we love that stuff. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and I'm up there at the table, minding my own business, and this young man and one of his buddies, they walk up and they go, "Hey, saw you over here playing some pool, man. If I throw some quarters down, can we get in on this?" I said, "Yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah, man. Let's play some games." I think we played like 2 games. I went up back to burn one, take a piss, wash my hands or whatever. Got him a beer on the way back. I saw he was sitting at a table. He and his buddy were sitting at a table with this other guy. And I sit down next to my new friend. And I guess the guy whose table they were sitting at goes, "What are you doing?" And I told him the truth. I said, "Whatever I want." He said, "Excuse me." I said, "I'm doing whatever I want." And he walked away for a minute, and this guy I was playing pool with starts telling me about all the shit I should have said instead. I love that should or whatever. This guy comes back with another one of his buddies and not too pleased about my attitude. The guy wanted to go outside, and I said okay. And so the guy goes outside. I finish my water. I get up, and I'm going outside, and the guy comes back in. I remember saying, "What are you doing? You're going the wrong way." I go outside, and I take everything out of my pockets, and I throw it on the ground. And I'm getting, the guy comes back out. One of the bartenders, I guess he knew, some of the bar hops or whatever the fuck they're called, and some other guy I know pulls up, and the guy who wanted to go outside looks fucking terrified, and I don't know what happened that quickly. He goes back inside, and my buddy pulled up, and so the guy just kind of say, why don't you call it a day? I said, okay. I left, but I'm not proud of this. I've been laughing, whatever. I'm not proud of any of this. I was about to hurt this man for things he didn't even do to me. I don't think I'm a time bomb or a threat or anything like that, but at the same time, I'm looking for trouble. I'm looking for something. I think back to this guy I used to work with named Michael Cruz. His name was Michael Cruz. Everyone called him Powder. He's dead now. I guess they went out to a solar site in Kansas or something. And the fucking safety guy, that same piece of shit, lazy-ass, overpaid safety guy that was griefing me when I had tenure there, skipped the real part of his job that fucking day, and Powder got turned into a fucking steaming pile of ash. Like that. And that's the way it goes, especially when you do that kind of work. The thing that fucks me up, I think about where I'm at now. Soaking up $40 an hour to sit on my goddamn hands because this deadbeat fucking summer full of storms and everything else that keeps the aircraft from going out and getting fucked up so that when they come back I got something to do. None of that's happening. I'm sitting on my goddamn hands stealing a paycheck every 2 goddamn weeks when just a few blinks of an eye ago I was out there killing myself with better people for less. Powder should have my job. Powder's fucking dead. I'd trade with him in a heartbeat because I've been out here for fucking years looking for it. And they took him. The dude still had a smile. I look at the state of things. I look at the way things have gone. Sometimes I laugh so hard I cry. I don't understand it. think it's all a game. It's all fake. I think you're all faking it. And, well, I was a sucker this whole time, thinking any of this shit was real. Things like honor, courage, commitment, integrity, focus, drive, direction, purpose, community, all this other shit that they'll sell you to get you hooked, moving along the path they want you to go. And I did it. I fucking did it every time. Of course I believed in that shit because it's fucking great. At least when I thought it was real. And then you find out it's not. And not only is it not real, everyone else is actively avoiding all of those things. Or sabotaging them. Or seeing people like me as an opportunity. Taking me for a ride way out where and then fucking abandoning me. Surprise, motherfucker, I found my way back. I picked up some tricks on the way. And I'm not angry. Not anymore. I have a lot of time to think about it. The truth of the matter is, I just don't want to fucking see any of you anymore. I don't want to keep doing this shit. I don't believe in anything anymore. I don't care about anything anymore. I got nowhere to go. I got nothing to look forward to. And that's just the way of it. I could go anywhere. I could do anything I want to. And I realized looking back, I did everything I said I would do. I signed this fucking paper for the boys and my job is done. I'll be retired, The guy's gonna take over. Yeah. And that'll be that. That'll be all of it. I said recently, I have the power. I know it sounds ridiculous. You probably thought I was kidding. So look how fucking kidding I am. I have the power. I've always had the power. I didn't always know I had the power, but I know it now. I think a lot of you knew it before I did, and you didn't want to tell me because you saw something you wanted. Even after a lot of you robbed and raped me and still couldn't get it. And then you just made off with whatever you could take. I still had the power. And all I want to do with this power, the only thing I want to do anymore, while everyone else is out here doing whatever the hell they want to do, and I'm just floating by like a fucking ghost. What was and won't ever be again. All I want to do is put it away. I want to take it away.